go.
Sure, you want?
I didn't bring mine.
That, I didn't bring that.
I got one of those. I got one. Actually, that's from Jake. Gotta let it slide down. You're one of those people.
Only because short remember not mine.
See dings on the gutters down there. One of the ways we know this is also hell, you see how you have no granule, it's really like, it's not, you don't have blistering, you don't have anything else, and then you got their clear hell hits like that in these areas. You see the matting right here. And other than the hail damage, this roof, and the wind obviously, this roof looks really nice, other than the hail hits and the wind. There's another one here. Let's see, here's a good one here. I mean, it's endless. You get the idea. There you go. Clear evidence of hail hits everywhere. Wind damage all over the back. It's really all over there. Wind flopping up there, all over. Shingles going up. A lot of wind and hail up here. And there's endless. I'm only chalking more just to show whoever's watching the video, I'm way over here from the square. I mean, I could chalk up a lot. I got enough in the sample to show everybody. But notice how the roof looks really good. Otherwise, it's really good condition, other than the wind and hail. great. The manager here that's up here with the Reliable, I had a claim in town with a client, Greg Arnold's, who had auto owners, had several claims on one policy that has had an adjuster go out and they paid for all the claims on that. It was a lot for hell dance. We got videos and evidence of all that. And then we had another claim with auto owners with Greg Arnold's, a separate set of properties, where we had a Reliable, this company here, who sent out an adjuster that went out, wanted to do 15 in one day in the rain. And so we said that's not possible, and we said it can be done, and then we brought it up to the desk auto owners. Anyway, we called off that inspection, and then the desk adjuster forced that same adjuster after we told on us. He's very upset. Went out and denied off, like I think there was 15 of them. They were all around the same area. In fact, there were a lot of them really close to the other ones that are paid in. We have houses on both sides of several of these properties that were also paid for hail damage. Right, this, like some of these properties in the middle of two, paid by other insurance companies. And anyway, I feel like Reliable has been a source for auto owners to purposely go out and deny claims. And this manager is part of that deal that I'm talking about, that works for Reliable, that I feel like intentionally did that, and it's been brought up to auto owners and Reliable. I also had this adjuster that's on the roof, never had any issues with him, but he's being coached by the manager here today, showed up with him, never has done that before, and has been saying things like, you know, we had damage on things. But anyhow, I just wanted to bring it to the light that the most important thing is to not listen to me, not listen to them, but the evidence in this video that I'm showing that will be brought up with all the other claims that Reliable did pay through auto owners with, so we can compare the same factors. We had a hail report, address specific here, we had collateral here just like there, and some we didn't have collateral that we have here on other ones that were paid that with them. But to prevail, evidence should be used, not what somebody may be paid to say, which needs to be brought up and really looked at, but rather we need to really use this evidence. Even this video I'm telling, don't listen to me what I say, but look at these damages that I'm showing you, because it will be used to show the claims that they previously paid, showing the damage on those compared to the damage up here, and the same factors as well. Endless amount of hellhead. Wind all over. See what we're in here. I'm outside we already did a square on this, but I'm just showing more and more as I just walk around, just showing you guys, just this whole roof is just swollen with evidence. This isn't a subjective study because it's easily to look at all the factors that stack up and all the evidence in comparison to other claims in town and Tell City, as well as the ones that these guys handled, just to compare, make sure we're all calibrated and that nobody's being paid to just say something in favor of the insurance company, which we have had a lot of denials overturned because of that in town already, where we've seen this activity. And today this ranger, like I said, he's here. Surprisingly, he's the one that was involved in the other one, in which they went out and said there was no damage on any of them, and they were all surrounded by other properties that were paid even in between two houses, two other insurance companies, both paid for help, both had the same damage. But yet he purposely, I believe, went out and stated that, and we're in dispute over that. Now he shows up here, never been here on any of the claims with Cameron before, and now he's showing up after all that. And he made some biased statements, which we'll show in the video earlier. There's so much hell hits. This is one of the most hell hit properties I've seen with all this, including wind. There's so much of it. Some of these hell hits, man, you see how there's nothing around it, and then you got clear hell hit. It looks, there's no question here again, no question about it. See a hell hit some of these gutters too from down right here. Some dings on the metal, I mean in the inside of the gutter right there.
Yeah, I've gotten down over there. I didn't notice any.
Yeah, I know you don't.
No, okay.
You brought up that before, that you don't see things that I point out to you.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. Thank you for pointing that out, that you didn't see anything.
I see it. Yep. There it is. You're tripping the hell out of that.
Well, I'm on the defense because of all the statements you made. I don't know if I should be or not, but I am.
It's not a matter of offense.
Well, I think it's about evidence. That's what I think. I think I said on the video, don't listen to everybody watching this video. Do not listen to what I say, but listen to what. Yeah, evidence. So you know, so everybody watching this video, a lot of times what adjusters do, they'll come out and try and find anything they can to take a picture of that may not be related to all this other stuff. See that down there? Look at this. There is so much hell and so much wind. But what he just did, just so you know, guys, this what did you call this? What are you calling it? Is that storm related?
I asked you. I said, is that damage there old or new?
It looks like it's new to me.
Okay.
It looks like, I mean, new. I mean, you know, when I say new, it looks like it happened from this storm, but all this other stuff happened.
This here. Okay. You see, that's new.
But why are you asking me on this? Let's go around and ask me on everything I circled, including these. I mean, that's going around.
I'm trying to understand.
I want to understand why you picked something that you want to dispute. But how about this? Let me ask you, does this look like it's new or old?
Old, new.
The cap nails.
These are rusted. Their cap nails are orange, and these are red, and they are not rusted. And if you look under the edge, and you have faded felt, and it's been faded. This is supposedly only a month ago. So we have a combination of old and new. It doesn't
Yeah, I
necessarily affect our loss.
100% disagree with you. 100% disagree with you. And the reason I disagree with you and why I want everybody in this camera to hear what he just said. He made a decision to use the rust here, which could happen in a matter of a few days. You know we had, sir, do you know? I'm asking, do you know that we had snow sitting on this roof for a while during since? You're sure? Well, how long does it take? I want everybody to hear you and your answer. How long does it take to cause rust when snow and ice is sitting on and weather conditions change so rapidly? How long?
Show me a rusted red nail and we'll talk.
No, I'm asking you right now. How long does it, can you answer the question? How long does it take for rust? How long does that take?
Show me a rusted red nail.
Doesn't matter how, it does not matter what's old, it matters what happened. And that could be, huh?
Did you do the temperature?
No, I'm not a contractor.
The
Did the contractor down there?
They put tarps on, but with red caps.
guys.
With red caps. Those red caps were to hold the tarp down.
Okay.
So now, what we're going to do is going to say that you just made a very, look at this right here. You see this?
I do.
And you see the red caps.
I do.
And they ripped off what was underneath of it. Who cares how long that's been underneath of it? It could be rust. Who gives a care? Because what you did is try to say this.
I care about the facts.
Okay, if you care about the facts, then why did you not get it right to say, look, these cat? See how he answered a good question. He said, who put the cat nose? Look at there. Look at there. Yeah.
Red was new. And
these were underneath this
I
roof.
don't
Who
think-
cares how old it is?
I don't think you.
This
then
happened.
Apparently, we agree.
This okay? Is that so? I did not know that. Okay.
You're saying
The windstorm came here and blew that stuff off there.
Yeah, there are parts of the wind. The wind did all this. I have no doubt.
Okay. We also got held in here too. I don't know what PE stands for. What is that?
So that's prior to this. These are the old ones, right? And then this is the new stuff.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think what's happening is what when that ripped off like that, you had shingles just like you right now have crease shingles, like over there where you wrote PA. You had shingles still flopping even from that storm, and you'll continue from that storm. You'll continue to lose some here and there even after these were tarped. You'll still have some blow off because there may be some areas where it's flapping, like right here. Okay, to your point, right here. This is a good point, Cameron. All right, just listen to my logic, okay? Okay, so this right here, you see how it's pulled up? That could have been from that windstorm. It wasn't sitting there like that though, but it is now as a result of that storm. And you might say, well, that may be new, but it's not new. It's because there is damage all over this roof that didn't get tarped yet. Okay, and because of that, you're going to continue to get stuff that you think may say it's new, but it's because there are shingles in there. Look at those flapping down. I bet to say that
I'm on the back
those.
slope right now. I haven't
those-
gone to the right or the left.
Okay, so that right there down there and all these loose shingles down there, I'm sure that contractors didn't leave shingles laying all the roofs. In other words, that there is a result of damage caused by that same windstorm that caused all this, and those loose shingles that didn't get tarped yet are still some of them blowing off. And we're not going to call that a different storm. No, we're going to call it, hey, there's a whole lot of damage all over, not just the tarped areas, but the areas that could be creased, and we need to look at all those creases. Could be some loose, and some like that one. Look, is that new or old? It's a new or old. So I think that happened as a result of all these other ones that are tarped. Same that they lost, that was loose, and the wind blew it off because it was loose already.
That's newer. That's not nearly as.
Oh no, definitely, that definitely happened. Right here, look. Here's an example right here. Look at all this. Here's an area. You see all these?
Yeah.
I bet we're gonna lose. If he didn't have caps in some of these, they would probably look at that one. See?
That's it.
Same windstorm, still losing them. Still losing them. To your point, if this fell off and like this, okay?
You're making points for me. Please don't make points for me. I will make my points. My
Okay,
points
well,
are
I'm-
that there's old and there's new damage here.
Well, the
So
new
this is-
damage for the cases
this is new,
is going to be a result of that same
I
windstorm.
can look down here and I can show you stuff that's based on how deteriorated.
Well, that's what you were telling me down there, and it wasn't true.
Well, you disagree, and that's okay.
Well, I'm making good points though, and that's fine that we're disagreeing. I'm not saying to the audience that it's not okay to disagree, but what I want them to hear is the reason that I'm saying what you're saying is not true. Now you can say what you want is true, but like right here, what happens is all these tarped areas, guys, you can still have even after the storm date, shingles blowing off as a result of the damage caused by the date of loss of all this other windstorm. Just like this one. Look at this, guys. You see how they don't have a tarp here? And look at that, guys. See that, Dennis? Both. Okay, so this, I'm talking with you and the camera. This is for you and everybody else. So this right here is this new road. Okay, so I don't know what you're calling new, but what happened on that date right there?
Because new. That's the color of new. This is the color of old.
Yeah, so I think he made that up, guys.
You said you like the facts, those are the facts.
Okay, so I heard that, but now listen to the logic here.
Okay.
This, all these tarps, a big windstorm, we know that it happened all over a lot of parts of the country. Big windstorm ripped through here, tarps blowing off this roof. There's all these tarps areas that they seen that were shingles blown off, right? And then here, we come up here, and right there, here's another that was pulled back. Okay, he just said it right there. So that right there is, I'm logically saying that happened the same date of loss as this here, and these were creased from that windstorm. It wasn't fallen off yet, but due to just, because they're hanging on by a little hinge, they're going to continue to fall off as a result of that windstorm. And that's what happens. It's typical, it makes sense, it's logical, it's understandable. A jury would understand it, it's common sense. And so if somebody wanted to come up and speak and go, oh, well this, I'm going to say all this stuff, but it's just not logical. It don't make sense. We didn't have another windstorm that he's referring to. This is right here next to that. If this was new, it's probably new as a result of that same storm. You see it down here on the metals. Again, there's no other damages, you know, like one thing we look at, you know, so right here, perfect example, there's nothing, no other, like, you know, stuff going on. It's a clean, nice looking roof, and then you got hail damage. So that's really makes it easy for us as an adjuster to show the evidence is clear from hail damage. And you know, you got the circular pattern, it matches the data from the storm, you know, like that right there. There's another one. So you can see the broken mat, clean roof all around. Okay, so very clear evidence of hail damage on this roof, no doubt about it. One of the most damaged roofs I've seen from hail and wind. There's shingles blowing off everywhere from that. Another one. Good point. Hey, good point. He's taking pictures here of green and red nails right next to each other. So there's not a question of whether it could have been a different thing going on. It's just that they ran out of one color. Yeah, it's so clear. No doubt. See how we got red and green mixture here, and then you got what you got is a wind down that pulls off all these shingles. You're not going to know. There's one down there. See, it pulled off since the. You got all the. There's some.
I would be concerned about the spot leaking.
Okay, I get another tarp. See, that's my point. A lot of these, what Cameron's point out, and we'll get the contractor where sometimes you don't know when you come out here of where all this wind damage may be. You only see, like he says, what you see at the time, and then later, because it's damaged from wind, it'll continue to do this. Maybe even after today, a week from now, you come back and there's maybe a couple more spots, mainly because, you know, we got wind damage up here and loose shingles in areas. And so what about this? Same thing, they tarped this one, Cameron? I mean, it looks like they did tarp it, but it ripped off.
I'm just saying the decking's exposed on this spot.
Got you.
Not right there, yeah.
I think it's probably blown off and then they replaced it and they felt.
Why do you think that? You don't think it could have ripped off too? You don't think it could have ripped off as well?
Yeah, I think it came off the first storm.
Yeah, from the storm?
I'm not arguing about this claim. It's just an observation.
Okay, I got you.
Underneath the shingles there, and there's prior damage where shingles have come out. It's clear that wind does this frequently. There's just been a prior repair and there's just no felt there. That's all we're saying. Prior repair doesn't mean we're not paying. It just means that there's been other damage. We're just making observations. If you'd like to come look, we can talk about that.
Sure, I can. It's not necessary. We got so much damage here from hell all over this whole roof. I'm not even. I mean, there's wind damage from the storm we filed for. I'm not needing to get over the nitty gritty of what you want to say something not related. It's not even necessary. We've got too much other damage here. I understand it's what you guys do though. That, man, you guys, I mean, here's a hell hit right here. You can see it on this metal. Right there. Stand here and see it right here. See it right here? Stand over here in the light.
That's it.
Here's more wind. So shingles going on here.
shingle in the attic. If it identifies it as numbers, then you really don't need to. But I've got the app. Yeah. Take back the shingle. They know without a doubt that you can't.
Right. That's the whole reason of if I could take the picture back, I'd just say that.
Yeah, and it's you got a lot of clean, like nice roof, but then you got your really pronounced, predominantly, I mean, just a really, I say good evidence of health, because there's really no other wear and tear issues up here. And then when you get the hell hits, it's kind of like a clean all the way around the hell everywhere else. No wear. Nice shingles otherwise. That was, I'm saying, this is really nice. Look how nice this is. And then you got one right here. Right there. That's how it makes it really easy on these kind, when you got hell that just stands out because it's circular. It's right there. No other issues. Here. Trying to look underneath the hell hit at the bruising. How long do you guys think they want to know? Like how long? She's asking like how long, like how long?
Oh, I don't know. On the camera.
Okay, so like this, guys, you can feel underneath the mat. It feels like you can feel the mat damage right here. I can feel it. Although that's not a requirement in the policy definition, a lot of times people go above and beyond and tighten tolerances, but this one has what they're, you know, if you like talk about like HAG or something like outside of the policy tolerances and tighter tolerances, and you do this and you feel it, and I do, you feel that broken underneath. Which, again, point out that is not required in the policy, however, and it's not in the policy, and you're not even supposed to pull up shingles because you can damage them from pulling them up.
Yeah.
Some of them are up, and he's looking at that.
This one is up. You lifted it up.
Well, you looked it up first, and I did it after that.
It was already up. It was unsealed.
I understand.
I didn't unseal it.
I watched it. It was loose. I watched it. Yeah, it was loose. gotta go or something? Or?
Yeah, both of us actually have to head out here in a few minutes, so I just want to check in. It's been about 2.5 hours.
Just lay it up or something. I got 21 hits right here to talk about, 21 circled, and about 1,000 other hits we can talk about rather than just talk about ones. But that one there, I can feel the matting broken that he's looking underneath.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can see it right here. I know all these roughs, you know, stone that hit it coming down.
So how big do you suppose
It varied. It actually varied the stone. Well, look at all the claims you guys pay for on that answer.
I just
Look at all the evidence of the claims you pay for, and it's just like this all over town. About like this. About like this. I don't have to take it. This is all about similar to all other ones in town, even the ones you guys paid for.
That's such a large park, but on the aluminum surface, we have actually no.
Well, it's varying here. Yeah, we got small ones too. Actually. We got small ones right
I
here.
would
Here's a
expect-
small one right here. Smaller here. Smaller one here.
This is 10 gauge aluminum, and you would expect to find the hail the marks are certainly very, very large. So I'm just
Hell hits right here on the metal. What do you mean? There's hell hits right over here, all over this. Here's more. See all the. See, this is areas that weren't tarped yet. Would have, since they're damaged, you know, they could actually continue to fly off if the wind catches it right. And then I would still, if it happened from that, I would say to everybody watching this, I would then say that was caused by this same date of loss. It's just that the wind caught it there later because it's already damaged, and then that happens. Very typical when you have sheep going on.